Hello there, and welcome back to another speed build. And uh, this one's gonna be just a super chill one. I don't know. It's just I'm getting pretty bad at voiceovers and talking to myself, so yeah, I'm gonna stumble a bit and stutter, but whatever. Anyways, today's build is going to be, what is this again? It is going to be a cottage inspired family home, and I love this house actually because first off, it's a very different type of house from what usually go for, I guess, because first it was inspired by one of the houses I've seen while taking walks, and I just stared at it for a good 10 minutes or so, trying to capture everything in my head before I walked home and decided to build this. So yeah, it was inspired by a house that I just saw on the street, and yeah. I mean, I kind of probably look like a creep looking at that house, but you know what? That's not the point. The point is I built it in The Sims-ish, kinda, and I'm really proud of it because I like how it looks, the shape of it, and it's very different from like any other house I built because it's not interior decorated, I guess you'd say, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there because I do the interior for this as well. But right now you guys can see me figure out the roofing. Personally, for me, roofing has become my new favorite thing to do in The Sims. I don't know, there's something very satisfying about it. Roofing and landscaping are my favorite hobbies to do. I don't know why, but I just like it somehow. The point is, placing plants and placing roofs are very satisfying. Yeah, so anyways, this is on a 40 by 30 lot, I believe, in Willow Creek, and lately Willow Creek has been the only world I've built in, like, for a long time, and I feel kind of bad because, like, the other worlds are really pretty and everything, but for some reason I like to stick to Willow Creek. Anyways, you guys can see me now plan out the color palette of the house. I don't really show you everything, as you guys can see there with the cutscene. It took me forever to figure out, and I'm not to this day happy, well, not as satisfied as with the color scheme. I don't know, there's something weird about it, but I think it works in a way. I just completely copied the color scheme that I saw at the house I was staring at for like a good 10 minutes. So I was trying to just incorporate all of that realism, but I'm not sure if it looks as good as it looks in The Sims. Here you guys can see me do something very different, actually. Normally my garages for in The Sims, when I actually do build them, they're usually at the front. I mean, that's probably realistic, but I built it at the back. Now, I don't know if that's actually a real thing. I see it in my neighborhoods and whatnot, so I decided to do that, and you just have to pretend that there's a street that leads onto that from the garage. So there's just an awkward garage little shed thing back there, but I thought it was pretty cool. I haven't seen anyone else do that yet, so it's a way to add cars and to fill up your back area because I didn't want to have a huge backyard. Backyards are really hard for me to decorate personally. I just put a lot of plants and call it a day. But here you guys can see me basically fence in the whole perimeter of the lot, I guess. I didn't take up the whole lot because I didn't want this build to be super big. And then I also do go around back placing windows. I do mix the windows up too. You guys can see here. I use the get together windows and the snowy escape ones. I think they look really nice together. They look similar enough that it works. Also, I do put like these archways, and then I put the doors inside of them for the entrance, like you guys can see me do now. I just really like how it looks. I think it looks so realistic in my opinion, and I'm definitely going to do that more and more because I just like it looks really good in my opinion. And then here you guys can see me work back on the garage. Sneak peek of how it turned out. I don't really show the majority of the garage because it's just kind of standard, right? And then I go into landscaping basically. As you guys can see, voiceovers right now for me ain't doing so well. But here you guys can see me start off with landscaping. Like I said before, it's very satisfying for me to watch back, in my opinion. Like, interior decorating, building the house and everything is cool and whatnot when I'm watching sim creators make speed builds, but I really like landscaping and the roofing. But my color scheme for landscaping right here is like pink and white. I don't know, I just kind of like the color, and I thought it matched kind of with the brick-ish a bit, and I also used the debug brick walls to kind of fence the whole lot in, as I said before. Here I used these like cool wall details from Jungle Adventure. I thought they looked cool, and I tried to mirror the brick outline that was on the actual house that I saw, so it kind of worked. I'm kind of still debating whether it looked like a big bandage or something, but yeah. And that's pretty much it for the exterior. And then we move on to the interior, where it gets actually even more interesting, because this house is actually move-in ready. So I'm not sure what I would want to call this type of, I guess, building style, but basically what I did is I sorted out the whole floor plan and everything within the house. I colored the walls. I kind of placed where I wanted each room to be, like the kitchen, dining area, the living area, but I didn't decorate it fully. I'm not sure if that made sense or not, but basically this would try to mirror something like realistically if you were to walk into a house, and an empty one, for example, and you were just looking inside to, you know, maybe to see if you want to buy that house or not. So it's a very different approach for Sims, I guess, for building. But I've downloaded so many like amazing houses that look like this, and you know, it just made it so much easier, because sometimes I'd want to decorate the house inside all by myself, but I never want to do the outside. So hopefully you guys like this way, I guess. I think it's very different, and it saves a lot of time for me, especially since I'm lazy and sometimes I don't feel like decorating on the inside since I powered through the outside. So yeah, this is basically me, aka kind of being lazy, also finding a new technique on how to like build houses, I guess. But here you guys can see me lay out the kitchen area. So as you guys can see, I don't put any clutter or anything on. I just put the cabinets and everything, the sink placement, the fridge, and that's pretty much it. Although I think for houses, when you like walk into a house that you're looking at, I don't think they usually have fridges, do they? Like, maybe fridges or a stove, I'm not sure. I don't know how realistic this gets. I haven't been in an empty house in a long time, as you guys can see. And then I also do lay out the fireplace area, so this is probably where you'd want to decorate the living room, because it's, you know, closely to a fireplace. And I do cut out the washroom footage too, because I just wanted to keep it as short as possible. But you guys will see there is one washroom on the first floor that I do kind of semi-decorate. It's a decent size, and I just put this very simple simple just toilet, sink, and tub, and that's pretty much it. I do color the wall too. That's something I do go back to do at the very end. But I just put empty shelves everywhere. I put closets too. That's a new realism factor that I tried to incorporate into my build, because I thought it was cool, even though it's a waste of space. But you know what? Everybody needs closets at some point, and it's also a good substitute for dressers. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I do put some random cabinets here and there just to make it a bit more real. Where I put those cabinets earlier is probably where you want to have your utility area, like your laundry room and everything. And then I just go back and color up the walls, and that's pretty much it. So as you can see, this made my life way easier. And if anybody's want to download this from the gallery, and you know, you guys just want to decorate and not do the exterior, here you go. There's a fully empty house that's ready to be furnished, and you can move in your Sims, and hopefully it's a bit cheaper yeah, it's definitely cheaper if you guys want to like actually buy it in your like let's play or whatever. It's a reasonable price. I think it's at like 63,000 simoleons. Yeah. Um, so it's a very reasonable price, and then you guys could like decorate it as you go, like as throughout your gameplay or whatever. So I think I might stick to this type of building, maybe, probably, I don't know, whenever I feel like it, because I think I really like this way, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this whole speed build. I hope you guys do like this house and enjoy it. You could download this on my gallery page, which is Photograph. Yeah, so that's it for me, guys. Hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.